Alright, this is the truth. I only speak truths while I'm in training. I like to train, and there's one thing I wanted to talk about. Weed is a big part of my training. Every day I train, every day I smoke, and this is, I've been in, the past couple of years I've been living in weed legal states like Washington, Oregon, California, and Nevada. So for the past couple of years, I've been buying my weed in the store, getting a receipt, walking out, got a bong in my truck, got pipes and papers and everything. And, I got used to that. I got really used to just not even worrying about anything. The cops don't care in those states. They really don't give a fuck. And they'll tell you that. Because I've seen them, not to me, but I was sitting there and this dude got pulled over and, I heard him. He was like trying not to tell him at first, and then finally they straight told. I heard the cops tell him. It was a couple, and they were like, if you got bongs, pipes, whatever. This was in Oregon. They were like, we don't care. And he told them, and they set him out on the car, and they did all that shit, and they did his whatever, and they let him go. And I mean, they gave all of his shit back, all of his grinder, pipe, bong, everything. So, that, just seeing that right there, I was like, man, it's great to be around a place like that, because you don't got to worry about, just to get this fucking weed right here in bags. That's old school. You're breaking the law. You're gonna get in trouble and all this shit. And that's the only thing about here in Alabama is just like weed's not legal like that, like recreational and shit. And I'm always nervous. So, but yeah, in like California, Oregon, it's all them little bottles, that they put the weed in, and then you get back to a place where, and then you see them everywhere you go, and then you get back around where weed's illegal, and you see it back in bags like this, and it's just like I got used to having a little green little snap bottle. And now it's back to this, and this is, when I saw this, I was just like, fuck, this is old school. This is, to see weed in bags is old school for me. And then these fucking things. I bought this in Vegas, and it's one of them THC hitters and everything, and it was good, but the only bad thing about that is I bought this in Vegas. That's the only place I can get these fucking cartridges, is in Vegas. Couldn't find them in Oregon. You go to the dispensaries and everybody's like, yeah, I've heard of them. We don't sell those yet. And it's like, it's the only place they sell these kind is in Vegas. And they're like, yeah, I should have bought the cheap one that everybody has. This is the expensive one. I should have bought the cheap ass one, screw in, battery and all this shit. Because this one you just plug into the wall and it does the battery and everything. So, but if I ever make it back to Nevada, which I probably will, I'll be ready to get some more cartridges. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get caught up here, like in a way of like getting caught with weed and shit. And I honestly think I'm pretty sure they said the last time I got in trouble with weed, because I've been caught with weed like a bunch of times. And it's never big. It's always like a fucking blunt, a bag like this, and it's, fucking, they can really fuck your life up with just some little stuff like that. But yeah, right. I hate to tell that story. Right before, in Oklahoma, I was probably the last person to get in trouble and go to jail for weed in Oklahoma, because just dispensaries popped up when I was finishing up my probation and shit. So, but that's the only thing I don't like about this place right now is weed's not legal. And I'm fiending for just to be in a state where it's not such a bad thing to, smoke weed. So, that's what's been going on. I gotta hear my jam. I must hear it when I smoke. But yeah, the weed game has changed, man. I mean, depends on if you're in one of those cool ass states. You just go buy your fucking weed in the store, show your ID, go in, buy it, come out, smoke right there if you want to. It's not a big deal. And then here, it's like a big covert operation mission to get weed. And then I was running into like some places good weed's good, some places the weed ain't so great, and so I've been feeling this song lately. This is my jam. This is my smoking song lately. I like to put tobacco in. I don't know. I think it's called spliff. Long time ago, when I was 19, I went to San Francisco, check out Cali and everything, and everybody wanted. Every time they told me to go roll a joint in California, they would hand me weed, and they would hand me like tobacco. And so I go back and I literally was just like, I don't know why they handed me tobacco, and I just roll a whole joint and take it, and all the coworkers and everybody's just hitting the hell out of it, and everybody's like, is this just straight weed? And I'm like, yeah, it's a joint, man, and they were like, no, spliff. And I'd never really heard of what a spliff was, and so they showed me, and it's like tobacco and weed, and I was like, yeah, I like that. And then always I like tobacco in with my weed. I always throw it in with the bowl, throw it in with the joints. But it's just I call it spliff bowl. But yes, the game has changed. I'm not digging there's no recreational weed here. I'm not a big fan of a place that doesn't accept it. So thinking about rolling out sometime, heading somewhere, get back to a weed legal state. That would be great. But yeah, just wanted to show you how I went back in time. Fucking, this is the good one. This is the really good shit. And then this is the really good shit, but that one's a little bit better. Both really good though. Really, really good. Just as good as dispensary, I would say. So, but then there's also some shit floating around out there that's just like the old days, how it always was. I remember the day of the Mexican swag. I remember the Mexican swag from Mexico, and it was fucking brick. It was brick fucking weed. And that's what I grew up on, over in Oklahoma. But raising roofs. I gotta raise the fucking roof. I'm bringing that back. Nobody fucking raises roofs anymore. That's like an old thing. And that roof gets heavy sometimes. You can only just get one fucking side up. And this is not raising fucking roofs. I try to tell people and shit, raise the roof. And people are just like, and they tell me I do it wrong. They're like, it is not like this. It's like when you raise a roof, it is like this. Not this. That's the wrong way. It's not gonna do shit. But that is a big debate, is how you raise a roof. No. It's like This boy. Yeah. All right. Keep raising roofs. Keep raising roofs. Keep smoking those buds. And if you ain't in a weed legal state, you probably need to get one. Get to one like I plan to do.